Hello friends, welcome to the lecture series of digital electronics.
In this lecture, we will be talking about the analysis of sequential circuit. You have given a sequential circuit and you need to draw the state diagram. You need to comment on its behavior by using state diagram. So what we will be doing is, when you have given a circuit, first you will try to find what are the different components are there in the circuit, whether you are using JK flip-flop, D flip-flop, T flip-flop, or do you have any other combinational logics like AND gate, OR gate, MUX, DMUX. You will also try to find out the external input, like generally if I am having only flip-flops, let I am having D flip-flop. So apart from having DA and Q as a input output, what are the other input and output, external input and external output do we have in the circuit, right? So, and then we will again follow the sequence which will be the reverse of what we have studied till now. So from that input output, first you will try to find the expression of flip-flop input and external output. You will get the expression of that. Using that expression, you will draw the state transition table, and from state transition table you will create the state diagram. So in this lecture, our focus will be on to analyze the sequential circuit, in which we will be studying about the state diagram. We will see what are the different steps to analyze the circuit, and we will see some of the example for your better understanding. Starting with the state diagram. So this concept of state diagram is already known to you, as we have used it in many applications, like in the designing of register, designing of counters, synchronous counter, ripple counter, and many others. But generally in the state diagram, we are having the present state and next state, and depending on the input, we are moving from one state to another state. So generally, rather than saying it as a present or next state, we will be saying we are having two states, let's state A and state B, and depending on the input or whatever the excitation inputs is there, let that input is X. So for some given value of X, you are moving from A to B, or maybe some other value of X, you are moving from B to A, right? X1, I will say, maybe some other value of X2, you might be staying in the same state, right, for X3. So we will see how, depending on this input, the state transitions occur, that we will be saying. Now in this case, I am saying A is my present state. When X2 will come, the next state will also be A. If X0 is coming, then next state will be B. Now B will be my present state, and if X1 is coming, my next state will be A. So we will be having a number of states in which we will be moving, right? Generally, if we are not having any external output, then we are simply writing this in terms of input only. But if we have the external output of the circuit, so we are generally writing in terms of input oblique out, where this input contain the value of the parameter, input parameter, and this is the value of the output parameter. If we are having a one flip-flop in the given circuit, or whatever the sequential circuit that we need to analyze, that is having only one flip-flop, it means the present state will be made of one bit. It will be either 0 or 1, and then 1 will be here. If it is made of two flip-flop, in that case, this A or B, this A will be comprises 2 bits. So it could be, so the A or B will be combination of 2 bit. It could be 0 0, it could be 0 1, it could be 1 0, or it could be 1 1. Similarly, if we have the 3 flip-flops, it will be comprises the 3 bits. So total 8 combinations will be there. So depending on how many flip-flops do we have, the number of bits or number of states will be varying. So this A and B are the number of states only. So number of states will be varying accordingly. Talking about the procedure, that how we will be analyzing the behavior of a given sequential circuit is, first you will identify the used components like the flip-flop types, external inputs, outputs. Then we will obtain the expression of the flip-flop input. Once the expression is known, we will draw the excitation table or the state table of your given flip-flop. We will convert this obtained excitation table or state table to the reduced state table, and from that we will draw the state diagram. Let's start with the first example. We have given a sequential circuit and we need to analyze the behavior of the circuit, or we need to draw the state diagram by using the techniques that we have studied till now. So our first step is to analyze or identify the used component. So if you will see in this particular case, we have two flip-flop, both are of D. We have one XOR gate where XOR inputs are A and B. These are my XOR inputs. Then in the DB, DB is equal to X. This is the synchronous circuit where clock is applied to both the flip-flops. Both are positive edge triggered. And Y is my output here. So X is my external input, Y is my external output. DA, DB are my internal inputs of the flip-flop. A, B are the internal output of the flip-flop. So we have seen what are the different components are involved here. Now we will write the expression for flip-flop input and external output. So when I am saying flip-flop input, why we are interested in the flip-flop input? Because when we are talking about the state change, so you will see you are in the present state, that you are in the present state A, and you are moving into the next state B, or let A plus. So how will you comment what is the next state? That next state will depend on the input of your flip-flop, right? So once you know the input, only then you can comment on the next state. Because for example, if I'm talking about a JK flip-flop, so until you know what is the value of JK, if it is 0 1, then you will comment on the next state will be reset. If JK is 1 0, the next state will be set. If JK is 0 0, next state will equal to previous state. Present state is one thing, but you should know what is the present input of your flip-flop. So that's why our second step is to find the expression of flip-flop inputs and external output. So in this case, I am having DA as an input. So what is DA in this case? A XOR B. DB will be X and Y will be AB bar. So this is my B bar input and here I am having A. So Y will be AB bar. So we have obtained the expression of our flip-flop inputs and external output DA, DB and Y. Once we know this expression of this flip-flop input and the external output, now we will draw the state table. We have three inputs here, A, B and X. X is the external input, A, B is the internal one. So we will be having X, A and B. Depending on this combination, we will comment on the flip-flop inputs DA and DB. Considering DA, DB and the present state, we will comment on the next state. Next state will be A plus B plus and of course Y, my output. Because once we will complete this table, you know the present state, you know the input X and you know the next state. So you will simply say we are in the present state AB. Depending on the input X, we will be moving to the next state, and this is how you will create the state diagram. So that's why we are creating this state. So for 3 input, I will be having total 8 combinations, 0 to 7. DA is my A XOR B, so this will be 0. This will be 1 A XOR B, A XOR B. This will be 0, 0, 1, 1 and 0. Right? DB is following the X, 4 times 0 and 4 times 1. Since we are using D flip-flop, so A plus will follow DA and B plus will follow DB. So whatever present at the D input will directly be moving to next state when clock will come. So this will be equivalent to 0, 0, 1, 0 and 0. Output is AB bar. So AB bar, first case 0, 0, then 1, then 0, 0, 0, 1, 0. This will be our state table or excitation table of the given circuit. Now we can directly draw the state diagram through this table as well, or we can reduce it to the another form. So if I want to draw, so I will just give you an example that how we can draw the state diagram from this table. So first AB will be 0, 0. So I am saying we are in the 0, 0 state. Okay. Now for AB 0, 0, I will be having two inputs, either X will be 0 or X will be 1. So when X is 0, what is the next state? A plus B plus 0, 0 only. So I will say when AX is 0, I will be in the same state. When X is 1, we will be in the 0, 1 stage. X is 1, we will be into the 0, 1 stage. Now we will consider the 0, 1 stage. So you will see this is a 0, 1 stage here, and this is the 0 1 stage. And for this again we are having two value of x. So when x is 0, we are moving from 0 1 to 1 0, and when x is 1, we are moving into 1 1 stage. So let 1 1 stage is somewhere here, and when x is 1 means we are moving from 0 1 to 1 1. Now we in the 1 0 stage. So for 1 0, again we have two value of x. So when x is 0, we are in the same stage. So when x is 0, we are into the same stage. But when x is 1, we are into 1 1 stage. Now we are in the 1 1 stage. So when x is 0, we are moving to 0 0. This is when x is 0. And when x is 1, we are moving to 0 1. So we are going back from here to this stage when x is equal to 1. So this will be the state diagram. So we will make it in more comprehensive way. So this we have obtained x a b, a plus b plus d a d b and y. Now we are converting it into a reduced form. So reduced form will be in terms of a b and a plus b plus, because that is of more important for us. So we will be having the present state. Next will be a plus b plus when x is equal to 0, when x is equal to 1, right? Because we will take the external input. And similarly, we will be having two value of y when x is equal to 0 and when x is equal to 1. So now you will see ab is 0 0, x is 0, a plus b plus will be 0 0. 0 1, we are moving to 1 0, 1 0 to 1 0 only when x is 0. ab is 1 1, x 0, next will be 0 0. Again ab 0 x 1, we are moving to 0 1. ab 0 1, input is 1, next state is 1 1. ab is 1 0, we are moving to 1 1. ab is 1 1, we are moving to 0 1. And output y when x 0 hai or x 1 hai. Again, since we will be having two value of x, so first case mein 0 0 1 0, here I am getting 1, and then 0 0 1 0. Drawing the state diagram from this table is very easy, because you will simply say we are in the 0 0 state, x 0, remain in that state, y is 0. So what you will say, you are in the 0 0 state, x is 0, y is also 0. 0 1, when it is 0 1, when x is 1. In this case, y is also again 0, y equal to 0. Now we are in the 0 1 state. So when x will be 0, we are going to 1 0 when x is 0. So here x is 0, y is also 0. You are in the 0 1 state. When x is 1, you are going to 1 1. X 0, y is also 0. You are into 1 0 state. Input x is 0, so you are going to 1 0. So you will be staying in the same state. X 0. In this case, but output is 1. You are in the 1 0 state. X is 1. You are going to 1 1. So x is 1. Output is also 1. So this is representing the x, and this is representing the y. Now you are in the 1 1 state. So when x is 0, you are going to 0 0 and output is 0. When x is 1, you are going back to 0 1. So this is when output is 0, input is 1. So this is how we will be drawing the state diagram from this table. Okay, let's solve one more example. Draw the state diagram of this given circuit. We will go step by step again. So first stage is to analyze the circuits, to identify different components. So here we are having a D flip-flop and one mux, where y will be equal to x0. Now you need to see x0 is given downside, so don't get confused. X0 is the 0th input only. So when a is equal to 0, y will equal to x0. When a is equal to 1, y will be equal to x1. Step 2 was to find the inputs of the flip-flop and output. In this case, we are not having any output. So D is equal to Y. D will be equal to Y. And what is the Y? Y is nothing but my A bar X naught plus AX1, right? So this will be my D. So I can say when A is equal to 0, when A is equal to 0, D is equal to X naught, right? D is equal to X naught. And what is X naught? X naught is nothing but my Q bar. X naught is nothing but my Q bar. So I can say when A is equal to 0, my next state will be equal to Q bar, right? Because next state will follow the D and D is equal to Q bar. So when A is equal to 0, my next state will be Q bar. Similarly, when A is equal to 1, so D will be equal to X1 when A is equal to 1 from this equation, and X1 is equal to Q. So I can say in this case my Q plus will be, the next state will be equal to Q. We have one external input, one internal input. Draw the table. D and A. A is my external input. So it will be 0, 0. So not D, sorry, Q. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, 0, and 1, 1. Next state will be Q plus, and we don't have any output. So when A is 0, Q plus is equal to Q bar. So this will be 1. When A is 1, it is equal to Q. A is 0, it will be 0, and this will be 1. Right? So this is how we will make the state table. We can reduce it further. So in that case, we will be having Q, the present state. So, and we will be having only two values, 0 and 1, since we have only one flip-flop. Next will be Q plus. In the Q plus, I will be having two inputs because A is there, so A will be 0 and A will be 1. So when A is 0, Q is 0, so it will be 1, this will be 0, this will be 0, this will be 1. So the state diagram for this case is, we are in the 0 state. When A is 0, we are moving into one stage. A is equal to 0, we are going to next state will be 1. We are in the 0 state, and when A is 1, we are moving into the same state. This is when A is equal to 1. We are in the 1 stage here. If A is 0, we are moving into 0 state, and when A is equal to 1, we are into the same state. This is the state diagram of our given circuit. इस केस में हम डायरेक्टली भी इसको सॉल्व कर सकते हैं. How we will directly solve it? Let's see. I was just telling you the another method. So I can simply find the expression of Q plus in both the scenario when A is 0 and when A is equal to 1. I know the scenario. I can directly write the state diagram. So how I will write the state diagram? So we will see we are in the 0 state. Since we have only one flip-flop, I will be having two states only, 0 and 1. Now, depending on the input, if A is 0, state is getting changed. Q is equal to Q bar. So for A is 0, the state is getting changed. A is equal to 0. When A is 1, next state is the same of the previous one. Q plus is equal to Q only when A is 1. So when A is 1, it is same state only. The next will be going to equal of my previous state. That is A is equal to, and that's what we have made. Okay, the last question. Draw the state diagram of given circuit. So if you will see this circuit, we have two external input X and Y, one internal input D. A is the output of the flip-flop. Since we have only one flip-flop, it will be of two states will be there, 0 and 1. No output, so we are not bothered about the external output. D will be equal to A XOR X XOR Y. We have 3 input AXY. Draw the table. For 3 input I will be having 8 combinations AXY. Depending on it, calculate the value of D. From D, find A plus. A plus will be next step. So you need to draw a table that is AXY. These are your 3 inputs. Depending on the 3 inputs, you will comment on the value of D, and from D you will find the value of A plus, the next state. What is the D value in this case? This will be 0, then 1, 1, 0, 1, 0, 0, 0, 1. This will be D, and the same will be of A plus because it's the D flip flop. So A plus will follow the D. The next state will follow the input. Now you will comment on this table. So when A is, you are in the present state is 0 and input is 0, 0. Next state is 0. So when A is 0, input is XY is 0, 0. A plus will be 0. Then 0, 0, 1. Next state will be 1. Then 1. Then 0. Then when A is 1, present state is 0, 0. Sorry, input is 0, 0. The next state will be 1. Then 0, 0 and 1. So we are having only 2 states, 0 and 1. So you are in the 0 state and you will be into the 0 only when XY is 0, 0 and XY is 1, 1. For these two combinations, you will be in the same state only. You are in the 0, you are going into 1 state when you are having 0, 1 and 1, 0. Because here we are having the combination of values. Similarly, now you are in the 1 stage, 1 to 1, X is 0, 0 and 1, 1, right? X and Y, sorry, both. X and Y is equal to 0, 0 and 1, 1. And then you are going from 1 to 0 when X and Y are equal to 0, 1 and 1, 0. So this is how you will draw the state diagram. So let's see what we are discussing till now. This is the table that we will drawing. This will be the Q plus or A plus, and this will be the state diagram. So Q is 0, Q is 1 in this case. So this is the Q. So when XY 0, 0, 1, 1, we are in the same state. 0, 0, 0, 1, 1, we are in the same state. 0, 1, 1, 0, we are changing the states. Right. So this complete your analysis of sequential circuit by using state diagram.